Today's horoscope from Academy, Gemini, March 27, 2025. Conversations with others today tend to be refreshingly frank yet also quite considerate. It's all in the way you communicate today. You are not only extra sharp and perceptive, you're also more willing to listen, understand, and help, which affords you the opportunity to cement bonds. You could receive anticipated and positive word on a matter. Overall, it's a good day for personal impact and appeal. Feelings should be acknowledged now instead of pushed to the side. Intuition for which projects or even attitudes are no longer viable or worthwhile is strong today. Get ready for a razor-sharp vision today. Today's cosmic weather will amplify your mental powers and ability to communicate on an even deeper level. This is because our cosmic messenger, Mercury, will soar through your solar house of intellect and link in a sextile to you, exactly highlighting powerhouse Pluto, who is orbiting in the early degrees of your solar house. This will grant you the ability to take swift action through a request from your partner or a potential lover. By seizing the day, you are able to create the reality of your choosing. How can you change your tune? The cosmic energy of March challenged you to approach professional conversations and interactions differently. You have a chance to put what you have been working on into practice when Mercury retrograde in Aries sextiles Pluto in your sign. Something may happen at work today that will require you to step in. As you entertain the interaction, you should respond differently than you would have before. Your growth will be evident by the time the conversation has finished. Giving up is certainly not your style, but since you associate living with constant activity, you don't always know how to react to a lull. If there is something or someone in your life that isn't producing the kind of energy you expect, give it some time before you decide what you think. For instance, if you can't motivate yourself to get exercise for a day or two, does this mean that you are not exercising anymore? No. Practice being patient with yourself and others. Chances are good that positive energy and enthusiasm will flow for you today. Often this happens when a vibration is in the air. This will be especially apparent if you have the opportunity to learn new skills and to try different methods that focus on creating more ease in your job. If you work in an office setting, you may find it easy to learn or teach a new program. You'll likely discover a new way of doing an old job that makes the process more efficient. What makes an alignment between the Sun and Mercury, the planet of communication that peaks today, significant, is that like the Sun's alignment with Venus over the weekend, he too is in retrograde motion. Where this has given you insight into the final days of Venus' mission to give your heart, relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice, Mercury is focused on giving all aspects of the past a voice. Venus and Mercury will both be gone by the end of the week, but the Sun only returned 5 days ago, something that is also making this a handover. 2 days before Venus, the planet of love is due to retrograde back out of your communication sector. An alignment between the Sun and Mercury here peaks. With Mercury also in retrograde motion but the Sun looking to the future, as Venus focuses more on giving your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice, this is favoring all aspects of communication, from moving things forward to getting past old cation barriers. Curiosity will lead to exciting new possibilities. Your quote of the day: every adventure begins with a single question. Your color of the day is bright yellow, sparking joy and creativity. Lucky numbers: 3, 10, 21. A spontaneous idea could turn into something meaningful. Social interactions will bring new insights. Listen closely. Stay flexible, as plans may shift unexpectedly. Keep your mind open, inspiration can come from anywhere. Our eyes in the sky. Alright, let's take a deep breath together and settle into the energy of this reading. No pressure, no expectations, just an open heart and an open mind. Let's see what messages the cards have for you today. Right away, the first card that comes up is the Wheel of Fortune, and this is a powerful way to begin. This card speaks of cycles, of life's natural ebb and flow, and of how change is constantly at play, even when we don't see it happening. If you've been feeling stuck, uncertain, or like things have been at a standstill, this is a sign that movement is coming. The wheel is turning, and it's leading you towards something new. Maybe you've been waiting for a shift, a fresh start, or a moment of clarity. This card suggests that the universe is already setting things in motion. Change can sometimes feel unpredictable, and that can bring a mix of emotions. If things have felt chaotic or uncertain lately, this is your reminder that every phase has a purpose. Even if things aren't clear just yet, trust that what's shifting is happening for your highest good. Think of moments in your past when things unexpectedly changed, and later, you realized why it had to happen that way. This is one of those moments. It's okay to not have all the answers right now. What matters is that you trust the process. As we move forward in the reading, the next card that comes through is the Five of Swords, and this brings in a different kind of energy. This card often speaks of conflict, miscommunication, or a situation where winning doesn't necessarily feel like a victory. Perhaps there's been tension with someone, a disagreement that left you feeling unsettled, or even an internal battle between what your mind says and what your heart feels. If something has been weighing on you, this is a reminder to step back and ask yourself, is this fight truly worth my energy? Sometimes, walking away from unnecessary drama is the most powerful thing you can do. This doesn't mean avoiding confrontation or suppressing your emotions. It simply means choosing your battles wisely. If you've been replaying an argument in your head or carrying the weight of unresolved issues, consider how much power you want to give to this situation. Sometimes, the best response is peace. Sometimes, the real strength is in letting go. And if you need closure, know that it doesn't always have to come from the other person. It can come from within. Now, bringing a softer and more intuitive energy into the reading, we have the Queen of Cups. This card is a beautiful contrast to the previous one, reminding you to trust your emotions and listen to your inner voice. The Queen of Cups is deeply in tune with her feelings, and she navigates life with wisdom and compassion. If you've been feeling emotionally overwhelmed or uncertain, this is your encouragement to slow down and reconnect with yourself. Have you been honoring your needs? Have you been giving yourself the same kindness and understanding that you give to others? This card also speaks to intuition, and right now, your inner wisdom is stronger than you might realize. Pay attention to the quiet nudges, the gut feelings, and the little signs around you. Your emotions are not random, they are guiding you. If something doesn't feel right, trust that. And if something feels aligned, even if it doesn't make logical sense yet, trust that too. Now is a time to nurture yourself, to create space for emotional healing, and to surround yourself with people who truly see and appreciate you. The next card in this reading is the Knight of Wands, and this brings in a burst of passion, movement, and fearless action. Where things may have felt uncertain before, this energy comes in to push you forward. The Knight of Wands doesn't overthink, he follows his excitement, his curiosity, and his instincts. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to take action on something, this is your sign to go for it. Whether it's a new creative project, a bold decision, or even a spontaneous adventure, the energy here is about moving forward with confidence and enthusiasm. This is not a time to hold back because of fear or doubt. The best ideas, the best experiences, and the best moments in life often come when we take a leap, even if we're unsure of the outcome. Think about a time in your life when you said yes to something before you felt completely ready, maybe a trip, a job opportunity, or even just an unexpected conversation that led to something meaningful. That's the kind of energy this card is bringing into your life right now. Be open to the unexpected, and don't be afraid to take that first step. And finally, we close this reading with the Ten of Cups, a beautiful and deeply reassuring card. This is the energy of emotional fulfillment, joy, and a sense of peace that comes from knowing you are exactly where you need to be. If you've been longing for a sense of stability or for something to finally feel right, this card is a confirmation that it is within reach. Whether this has to do with relationships, personal healing, or just a deep inner contentment, the Ten of Cups reminds you that happiness is not just something to chase, it's something to recognize and appreciate in the present moment. This card asks you to reflect on what truly brings you joy. Not just the big milestones, but the little moments, the laughter shared with someone you love, the quiet mornings before the world wakes up, the feeling of being understood. True fulfillment comes from within, and you are on the path to finding it. Looking at this reading as a whole, there is a clear journey here. It starts with change, the wheel of fortune reminding you that shifts are happening, even if you can't see them yet. Then, there's a challenge, the Five of Swords pointing to tension or conflict, something that needs resolution. But then comes clarity, the Queen of Cups guiding you to trust yourself, to listen to your emotions. After that, momentum builds, the Knight of Wands pushing you to take action and embrace the adventure ahead. And in the end, there's peace, the Ten of Cups bringing the message that, after everything, fulfillment and happiness are waiting for you.